Focus is a narrowing of attention, an exclusion of what's outside. For example, let's say you're in a forest, lost, but you have a flashlight. And so flashlight has a narrow focus beam. So you're walking along, focusing the flashlight on the ground, and you're able to step over logs and big rocks, but then you run your head into a low-lying branch because your focus was only in a narrow area. So you can adopt a strategy of like changing your focus, like up and down, so you don't run into a branch. But what if you shut the flashlight off, you turn off the focused brain waves of beta, and in a couple of minutes, your night vision comes in, and you see by the moonlight and the starlight, and you've got the big picture. You're not any longer focused. You can see broadly, which is way more powerful. Now, if you need to turn on the flashlight to focus on a particular thing that is in this larger field of awareness, you can do that, but there's a cost because once you turn the flashlight off, it takes a couple of minutes for your night vision to come back in. So alpha training is more like the big picture. Now, you can actually turn up the volume so you can have intensely detailed awareness of whatever it is you want to attend to, but you don't have to narrow your attention. You don't have to focus. You can exclude the distractions and have the big picture at the same time. Now, that sounds pretty remarkable, and that's what alpha is. Alpha is very remarkable because it allows you to be free of distractions and yet have the big picture awareness that you lose whenever you narrow your attention in what's called focus. And so when people say they want focus, what they really want is absence of distractions, but what they want more than narrowed focus, they want to have the big picture absent distractions, and that's what alpha gives you, because one of the big sources of distractions is anxiety and the thoughts that come up. And so alpha is like a silver bullet against anxiety. Alpha goes up, anxiety goes down. And so forget focus. In fact, I think one of the early alpha feedback people talked about open focus, which is kind of like a contradiction. People think they want focus, but in fact what they want is big picture awareness, absent distraction. And in regular life, the only way to absent the distractions is to narrow the focus. But in alpha training, you get to have big picture and the absence of distraction. So it's the better way to be mentally competent, mentally aware, which is to operate in a state of high alpha.